A man stands in front of the woman he loves and chooses honesty over fear. He tries to put into simple words the feelings he has carried for a long time. What it was about her that pulled him in, how she changed the way he sees himself, and why his love is deeper than attraction or habit. Through clear memories, quiet moments, and heartfelt promises, he begins to explain the real reasons he can't stop loving her, and why this conversation matters right now. Chapter 1. I need you to hear this clearly. I'm standing here with a heart that feels too full, and I'm trying to do something that sounds simple, but isn't. Explain why I'm so profoundly in love with you. I'm not talking about the easy kind of love. Not the kind that shows up only when life is smooth, when we're dressed up, when everything is going our way. I mean the kind that holds steady in the quiet. The kind that stays when nobody is watching. The kind that changes the way a man thinks, the way he chooses, the way he treats time, and the people he cares about. I want to say this in a way you can feel, not just hear. I love you because when you walk into a room, I don't just notice you. I breathe easier. Something in me settles, like my life recognizes its own direction. And I know that sounds dramatic, but it's true. You make the world less noisy. You make my mind less crowded. You make me want to be present. And if there's any fear in you right now, any doubt about what you mean to me, I need you to let me speak until it reaches the part of you that's been waiting for proof. Chapter 2. You made love feel safe, not risky. Before you, I thought love was mostly danger. I thought it was losing yourself, giving too much, getting disappointed, trying to guess what the other person needed, hoping you didn't mess it up. But you taught me something I didn't know I was allowed to want. With you, love feels safe. Not boring. Not predictable. Safe in the best way. Like I can tell you the truth, and you won't punish me for it. Like I can have a bad day, and you won't turn it into a reason to leave. Like I can show you the parts of me that still need work, and you won't look at me like I'm broken. You don't make me earn your kindness. You don't use love as a weapon. You don't keep score the way some people do. You listen. You ask questions. You give me room to be human. And in that safety, I started changing without being forced. I started wanting to become better, not because I feared losing you, but because I finally found someone worth growing for. That's one reason I'm so deeply in love with you. You don't just love me. You create a place where love can actually live. Chapter 3. I fell in love with who you are when it's hard. A lot of people can look good when life is easy. A lot of people can be charming for a weekend, sweet in photos, fun at dinner. But I fell in love with you in the moments that don't make a highlight reel. I fell in love with your patience when plans fell apart. With your honesty when it would have been simpler to stay quiet. With the way you care about people who can't give you anything back. With the way you carry pain without letting it turn you cruel. I've seen you tired and still gentle. I've seen you overwhelmed and still trying. I've seen you disappointed and still choosing grace. And every time I thought that is strength. That is character. That is someone I can build a life with. You don't pretend you're perfect. You don't demand perfection from me. You face what's real. And because of that, loving you doesn't feel like chasing an image. It feels like holding a real person. A good person. And I need you to know this. I'm not in love with a fantasy of you. I'm in love with the truth of you. Chapter 4. The little things are not little to me. People talk about romance like it's always fireworks. Like it's always a big trip, a grand surprise, an expensive gift, the perfect moment. But the truth is, the biggest reason I'm still falling for you is the everyday life we share, or even the everyday life I imagine with you. It's the way you look at me when I'm talking, and you're actually listening. It's the way you remember small details and bring them back when I least expect it. It's the way your laugh changes the whole mood of a room. It's the way you can be silly with me, and somehow that feels sacred, not childish. It's the quiet teamwork, the grocery store runs, the late night talks, the gentle check-ins, the simple touch on my arm that says, I'm here. When I picture a future, I don't picture a perfect life. I picture a real life that feels warm because you're in it. A life where we're on the same side. A life where home isn't a place, it's a feeling. That's what you give me. That feeling. Chapter 5. You changed the way I see myself. I need to admit something. Loving you has made me confront myself. Because you don't just accept the surface of me. You see deeper. You notice when I'm distant. You notice when I'm pretending I'm fine. You notice when I'm carrying something heavy and trying to act like it isn't there. And instead of pushing, you invite me. You make it easier to be honest. You make it easier to apologize. You make it easier to say, I don't know, or I'm scared, or I need you. I've spent so much of my life thinking I had to be strong by being silent. But you showed me a better kind of strength, the kind that speaks with respect, the kind that stays, the kind that owns mistakes and does better. Because of you, I'm learning how to love with my full self, not just the polished parts. And I'm learning that I'm allowed to be loved in return, not as a reward, but as a reality. That's another reason I'm profoundly in love with you. You make me feel like I can be fully seen and still chosen. Chapter 6. What I'm asking for, and what I promise. So here's what I'm asking for. I'm asking you to believe me when I say, my love for you is not a mood. It's not temporary. It's not based on convenience. It's a decision I keep making, because you are worth it, and because what we have is worth protecting. And here's what I promise clearly, without fancy words. I will choose honesty, even when it's uncomfortable. I will protect your heart, not play with it. I will speak to you with respect, especially when we disagree. I will keep learning you, because you are not a problem to solve, you are a person to cherish. I will show up, not just with words, but with actions that match. I don't want a love that looks perfect. I want a love that lasts. I want the kind of relationship that feels like peace and passion together. The kind where we can dream big, laugh often, and handle the hard parts without turning against each other. And if you let me, I want to spend my life proving this to you in 1,000 normal days, not just in one emotional speech. Because I'm profoundly in love with you, and I don't want to keep that trapped inside me anymore. If this message moved you, help us grow this channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, comment what part hit your heart the most, and share this with someone who needs to hear words like these today.